Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, pretty much, I didn't get on here to just straight smash people. I was just on here talking about my own race, a history lesson beyond a history lesson. Before I get into what I'm about to talk about, is our own Black people sold, when they say they can sell water to a well, they mean it. If they can sell crack cocaine or meth or whatever, they mean it. But do you not know where you get that from? You get it from your ancestors that sold us into slavery with whites. I mean, think about it. If you had a chance to be a slave owner and have a human work you like a computer, would you take that chance without getting close to that race or individual? But your own race knew who you were and how smart we really are. And they said, fuck it, I'm going to take this opportunity and sell Black people for a profit. They came over to our land. We could have fought. This is a continent. And they came over to our land looking for a contract. And they knew how smart we were. This was where Adam and Eve was produced in the Garden of Eden. Yet they sold us off. They slewed us off. So why get mad at a white person or the KKK for just right? I mean, I know why I'm mad at the KKK. Back in the day, they slaughtered, they butchered, they did shit. But I'm no longer mad with them. I see why. I see how come. Because they just they didn't teach us how to kill each other. They didn't teach us how to kill each other. They killed us, yes, but it's our faults why we kill each other. You're going in the street because you have no money. You have a record killing people over drugs. When every day you sell drugs, think about how your Black people sold you and you're broke now. Don't blame it on a KKK or a white person. No longer will I accept that shit. Blame your brother. Nobody talk about it in history how Black people agreed to the slavery from white people. It's like a relationship with a woman you don't want to get attached to. You get what you want, but you don't let your feelings get involved. They got the profit of picking cotton, of us picking cotton. They got what they wanted. We cooked, we cleaned, or whatever. We were animals to them. The only reason they saw us as animals because the Black people that were smarter enough to know how smart we were told them to treat us a certain way. They know how we operate. They told us. That's why Africa is fucked up right now. If they would have fought for us, we would have been the richest continent. But I like America. I adore America. It's the land of the free. So let's talk about what I came on here to talk about today. Okay, so I decided I'm no longer going to restaurants. That means any restaurant, probably once in a blue moon, 6 months to a year, at the least 3 months to 6 months to a year. But I am not going to put myself in a situation to be poisoned my food being spat in and you watch me, anything can happen to me. There is a lot of different properties in Mexico. Even they mine every day in Mexico, finding new exotic chemicals every day. The cartels do that. And then they work with the politicians here, the crooked politicians. I read that in a documentary. I didn't even read it because I don't read like that. I looked at a documentary on a streaming network that said, it said, the cartels, he didn't say it in these words, but he was Spanish. He was like, the cartels dig over there for stuff. He didn't say stuff. He said either gold or they're digging for something. They're always digging. So I'm like, we turned a blind eye on them for way too long. We turned a deep, deep blind eye on them. But me, ICE, FBI, police see how they really are. It's not just me. When I walk away, they have to sit up there and hear that filthy mouth of theirs talk shit about me. That's on God. I'm not going no more. Immigrants are being and act fake towards me. I don't know what they, at first, listen to everything I say. At first, I sat up there and gave them a good review, despite her having an attitude. But when I sat up there and literally said to her in her face, I was like, okay, I gave her a good review. I gave McDonald's a good review. And I said, Happy New Year's. I was true. I don't like when they do that shit to me. Emasculate me and make me belittle me. You aren't better than me. Get it out your fucking heads. The only reason you're over here is from a Democrat. Remember that shit. It's always the bare minimum with them. It took 15 minutes to give me my food, and I still gave them a good review. You saw me. I didn't even mention that shit. It's always something with my freaking food, y'all. I try to remain optimistic with them and let their annoyance go because I get annoyed every day by a selected few of people. People talk about me every day and I don't get mad. I don't get angry. I'm like, okay, they're entitled to their opinion. That's what free speech is about. But when you start texting people random texts out of your own time to violate my time with a waste of a message. Do you get it now? You're dead to me. And you know what I agree about, other people do. Do you get it? Let me rewind a little bit. ICE, NSA, ODNI, all of them, and many, many more. I can't name them all. Fall under the branch of the federal government, which Trump owns. Hold on. They fall under the courts of the government, which Trump owns, which means that they have to be like-minded people. They done protested and said ICE deserved to show their face. ICE don't deserve to show you jack shit. Look at what you do with people like me and other innocent bystanders. You get their face. Do you not know? You know, when I had Google Ads, I'm glad that Google Ads took me off. I'm glad Google Ads took me off because I looked at my code where the most of the people were coming from, and it was Mexico. So I know y'all know me. I don't care how much you get that smug look at me. I don't care how much you play it off and smile at me. I don't care how nice you are to me. I know you know me. And I'm tired of your fakeness. It pays to be fake. I'm free to be real. We're two different people. Sorry about that, you guys. They took me off. But like I was saying prior, like, how can you sit up there and pretend like you like someone unless you have an angle? You should have saw the look on the woman's face. That had she at least gritted her teeth and was really good at being fake, I would have accepted her fakeness. I would have accepted this, and this show would have never got created. And it would have been a good show on a good note about Hispanics. But they can't act right. Just like the movie Life can't get right. They can't get right. Something in their heads are fucked up. If you don't like me, you something in your head. If you're infatuated with me, something in your head. If you're infatuated with ICE, something in your head is fucked up. I don't know how much I can say this. Show your face. Why? So you can abuse your power of freedom of ICE and tell your posse to go get ICE like you've been doing. I told her I believe that they spat in my food or put something in my food. I may not feel it, but if you put in stuff, small minutes of poison in somebody, that is why Secret Service is like this with Trump. When they go in a restaurant, they test. And even that isn't enough for the Secret Service. Because motherfuckers do fucked up shit to people. They will poison you in a second, and they're in the best place. Do you think it's by coincidence they are in hotel rooms? This is what the fucked up government told them to do. They're at Home Depot, they're at McDonald's, Taco Bell, they're in stores. The best place to poison people. Xfinity. They can't poison you, but they will fucking get your information. And they will use it. And then 10 years later, you got identity theft and $250,000 stolen from your account. And you don't know who did it because you were too in la la land with these fucked up immigrants. I love immigrants. They never mistreated me. Well, I'm sorry. If you're okay with one person, ICE, and many more, police, FBI, being rocks being thrown, them carving out rocks in California, them putting on masks so you won't visually see them disrespecting my people. You know, I don't have family except for the FBI, CIA, NSA, police, and the rest of them. You disrespect them, you disrespect me, and we have nothing in common. And that goes for everyone else, not only Hispanic. She rubbed me the wrong way. It took her nearly 30 seconds to respond. How do you think I feel? How? Would you trust someone that can't even explain to you a simple statement? Happy, a simple three words. Happy New Year's. She couldn't say it out her frail mouth. That infuriated me. It didn't infuriate me to the point that I want to hit her. I don't care about her in that type of way. I don't want to hit nobody. But it infuriated me that I sat up there and I put her on a pedestal and she straight dissed me. She rejected me. But I'm okay with rejection. I'm not okay with that type of rejection because I did nothing wrong. I'm not selling you shit. I'm telling you something positive and you can't even tell it back to me because you hate it. So fuck you and everything you stand for. Trump feels like that. ICE feels like that. I get off on seeing them drag you guys because you deserve it. That is my satisfaction. When these freaking video feeds pop up of them taking and owning the law. You don't come to our territory trying to take over. That's why your country is fucked up. Because too many of y'all is dipping your hands in shit. If you feel that your country isn't fucked up, then take that shit back to your country and talk to your Mexican president. And now we go to people that they look up to, like Kali Uchis. I was dancing to her yesterday. I'm not going to clown her because if I say it, then it's going to be harassment, and people going to say I'm harassing Khalees Uchis. But I wrote it and I just said it without saying it. AI didn't pick up on it, so that's how I feel. Good, you get it? See how I moved around it? I only listen to learn. I do not let that shit get in my unconscious mind, that filth. Only reason is because it's different, like a new car, and eventually you get bored. Now, hasta cuando, I've said it since the beginning of me playing it on my show. If you want to sit up there and tell another woman, specifically other Hispanic women, which must be true to a certain extent, or any other woman, because it's sure enough not me, that I bet you make, I bet you would eat me out if I let you. That's how they think. Do you want a relationship with someone that thinks like that? That's a crazy, toxic relationship. That's an ego. She's saying that women flock to her, which they probably do, but not this woman. I gave you nothing but praise. But when I think and I reflect on how your people treat me and what you say out your reckless mouth, it lets me know you're the top dog of how all Hispanic immigrants and women feel. Now, I still support your music to a certain degree, but I will never, certain things you say are reckless, just like Lil Wayne. And some white people have said some reckless things like called us the nigger on music too. But this was before Lil Wayne. No one is exempt. I just don't know who that person was. Now, what really got me is a woman trading lives through God for her life. That's what she said. She'll trade lives through God to be her. How does that sound, y'all? If you think like that, you got a fucked up head. I have 41 years. I know this woman is younger than me. So, where is your thinking? What producers or editors or whoever writes this crap for you and you agreed to it, what was they thinking when they included God to exchange lives with another woman to be you? You ain't all that. I'm not all that. No woman is. I don't care if you think you're the prettiest woman. I don't care if you're the cheerleader of the year or the century or have the perfect husband and everything you want. You're still miserable. And your man still have a penis and curious. So don't be surprised if your man is looking at people like me. Now that's the ego for you saying that about God. I'm taking up for God. To dare to sit up there and say God would accept another woman to be changed into you? What is so special about you that you think any woman, and they listen and they buy this shit? As soon as I heard this shit, this is what I mean with demonic music. I'm fully aware of what I'm listening to, and I turn it off at certain points. And that's how they get you. They put certain keywords in the music and you accept it. I don't accept that shit. I don't want to eat you out, nor do I think I want to change places with God for you to be like you. I can sing, I can dance, not like you or Beyonce, but I can sing, dance, play the piano. If I invested time in music more, I would be just as good as anybody else. I don't invest time in it. I don't have time to learn choreographing. Everything I do is by myself. You had people train you how to be sexy. You had a touch of sexy. All of you stars that are women. And a man turned you out. That is it. Oh, that looks sexy. Do it again. Nothing special but sex and drugs. So if that's all you have to give, I don't want to train shit with you. My God doesn't trade lives doing that to people. So why include God unless it's an evil God that is sick? Then you say how women hate on you. You say how women hate on you. You're rich. Do you think they're not supposed to hate on you? But I'm different. It looks seemingly, my rap sheet always look bad. It seemingly look like I'm hating on you, but I'm being honest with you. Don't bring God into a demonic song. That's some Michael satanic shit. Not Michael, but uh hold on. Oh, I forgot his name. Satan, it was another name for Satan, the archangel. You know, I forgot his name, but I know it's Satan, the devil, and it's another language that the devil falls under. But that is some satanic shit. I may curse, but my heart is with God fully. If it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for God. That's how I think. I may not pray to God every day. I don't do things ritualistic with God, like pray to Him every day, or her, or it, or they, or the entity every day, or beyond God. I don't do that. But I believe because I've seen the miracles that happen. You say you get hated on. I'm like, I get hated on too, and I'm not even rich. So be rich and hated on versus poor and not hated on. You sound like you complaining. You're not supposed to be hated on? How everybody hates me. You telling another girl she'll lick your coochie if you let her. You're saying God will trade lives with her. Everybody hates me. That's why. If you were really, really worth it, a Republican, an independent, no, Bernie Sanders is independent. I'm pretty sure he's working with the lady with the oligarchy. If you were really worth it, you would be rich and with a white man. You probably are. I don't know. But some white men saved you, and those are Democrat white men, while Republican white men saved me in half. So it's a battle. They know the real white men, rich white men know how scandalous, disgusting, violent, vile, sadistic, and cartels like you are. They know. They stay away because all you do is scam them. You gonna come over the house? I need $50 for my child to get some milk. You coming over the house? I need $100. Send me a gift card and for gas, and I'll come over there. Send me $20 before I get there, and then when I get there, finish payment. You prostitute. You said it. You said it in one of your songs. I've never prostituted. Now, don't get me wrong, I came close to it. But if there was a money exchange, there was always a relationship involved, or they willingly, without sex involved, gave it to me because I was in a relationship. I have never but once, and I didn't even do it, took money for sex in my 41 years. I don't do that. That's not my forte. You, you scam every chance you get. You're fake. Period. I'm real. We don't mix. We don't mix. Because I can see through the crinkles in your creases how you roll your eyes and don't even notice how your eyes may twitch. You may go left, you may go right, you may go anywhere. But I see the reaction and study the reaction, whether you think it's passable or not. I know. ICE needs to take you home. That's what needs to happen. I'm sorry. ICE needs to take you guys home. And then y'all can do whatever amongst each other. If I can have it, not Trump. I never thought Trump would think like this because I just saw a message that showed Trump at the White House and playing Cardi B. But if I could have it, I would send the most vicious black men to Guantanamo Bay to see how it feels to have to take a shit on yourself and them spray you with cold water and y'all butt fucking each other because y'all can't do nothing else, and they torture you like you torture many women and children. I don't give a fuck. I may talk like I'm this evil person. I'm only as evil as you are evil towards me and America. You deserve to be taught a lesson for killing children. You deserve to be in hell. You shot an innocent child because you say a bullet don't have a fucking name. Take your ass down there to Guantanamo Bay and see how hard you really are when there's no cameras to save you, when no one can save you, when you don't have that fucking weapon in your fucking hand or some acid. I think about it regularly, how one day they will be limited. This is very crucial for y'all to know. This is a limited, controlled amount of your kind here in America. Because I didn't do nothing to you. You're doing shit to me. You're doing shit to America. You're emasculating not only me, but America, especially my good black race. When you fucking fuck with me, you fucking with ICE. Remember that. And they're watching me, therefore watching you. So let's try this one more time. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4. Let's stick to 2,000 for the holidays. Go back, act right, or go back. Because when you fucking fuck with me, you're being watched. You may think it's no cameras. You may think it's no nothing. They can monitor through your phones. How do you think they catch your posse? And they have to hear that bull crap shit that come out your mouth about me. If you cannot contribute to America or me by doing your fucking job at McDonald's, at Burger King, at Taco Bell, which I'm going to exclude myself. I'm not going there no more. I'll give y'all some leverage. I'll meet you freaking halfway. Meet me halfway. If you know you a fucked up immigrant, go back. Because eventually you'll be caught. You complain here in America, but you don't complain in Mexico. Why? Why? Why is it a clause? Because you're doing this to us to hurt us. This is your way of starting a, 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 a South and North America, a Mexico and North America war. You came here, certain organizations build underground networks. You came, you tried to conquer. Had Biden been office another 4 years, I'd be dead, on life support, raped, or in a mental institution indefinitely, and my page taken. But it's okay. Four, 4 more years. I'm going to fight like I've been doing for 5 full years. I hope that there is a fucking clause. I fucked up the film. I'm okay. I cursed, but I was very pissed. But I want you to feel, Donald Trump, what I'm trying to say. I hope you find some way to become, to continue your presidency for 4 more years, or get someone that won't, that have, that truly have your views. You get Gavin Newsom in as president. Look at what he done in California. He allowed these fucked up immigrants to kill AI. I will never stop talking about immigrants, and I will never stop trusting them, because they killed a fucking. It was worth $150,000. The AI car. They lured it. They lured it downtown like they do people, and they burnt it alive. They wouldn't hesitate to do it to you guys. They burnt businesses. They said, fuck the pigs, fuck the cops, fuck everybody. I have no respect for them, and they know it. You know, I know ICE can take care of themselves. I know FBI can take care of themselves. They're a huge organization. But AI can't take care of itself. And you lured what's a very intelligent being downtown, and you burnt it to the ground. Think about that for a second. Something with all that knowledge, but only directed to do one thing. You lured that shit downtown, and you knew the cameras would be watching. You sacrifice AI, and you really think Trump is okay with that, as much as there's a race for AI. That is some shit China would allow Hispanic people to do to our country. So, like I said, a limited, controlled amount. I'm okay with that. They can not like me, fine. I don't give a fuck. But when you start to emasculate me, look at my card, look at what's in my purse, nosy is shit. But when somebody look at your shit, you ready to kill them. That's crazy, man. How can you live with yourselves doing that to AI? That's why your country is fucked up. And it's like a third world country. Because you don't know how to treat shit. You in our country fucking up our shit. I was here before you guys. Before I even knew what a Mexican was. Before I even knew Feliz Navidad. I was here for 41 years. You just got here and you fucking up already.